Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is All Is Dread, and I'm here at Viper Video in Tampa, Florida. To give a little bit of context, Viper Video in Tampa is owned by Shelby. Met him once, he's a really cool dude. And this place, of course, is a video store, but they specialize specifically in horror movies and thrillers, mystery, suspense. But you can also find Blu-ray, DVD, you can find VHS tapes, they sell VCRs, some memorabilia there. So I just kind of wanted to do a different format and let me know what you guys think about this video, but let's go ahead and check out Viper Video, you guys. Alright, so it took me a little bit just to kind of digest everything because there was a wide selection of films. The first one that I have to show you is The Fog, which features Jamie Lee Curtis. This one, of course, is John Carpenter film. I am so excited to actually own this and to watch it in its entirety because I never completed this film, so which is so weird. You know, I talk about horror and this is pretty sure a horror classic, like a staple to have, so I'm very excited. The next one that I got is directed by Darren Aronofsky, and that is none other than Pi. So I have never seen this film. I've seen plenty of his films, some of them which have left me kind of traumatized, but this one I believe is like what started it all off for him, and don't really know much about it, honestly, but I'm really curious because I've been wanting to watch this movie for so long, and look at that, like $1.99 a steal. I picked out some really good ones, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think because I'm just so excited to watch all of these. The next one that I got is a little nostalgic for me. So it's actually a VHS tape. I don't even have the VCR yet, but next paycheck I will be getting one because, come on, I'm a 90s kid, I grew up on that. But it's Dragonheart, so not horror related, but this one was always so wonderful, watching, when I was growing up as a kid. It came out in 1996, so I watched it with my parents, and I remember owning that, we owned this on VHS, and I would always watch it, and I just love this movie so much. So this film stars Dennis Quaid and Sean Connery. I know that it's set during the medieval period. It involves fantasy, comedy. It's supposed to be this sort of heroic adventure, and it involves dragons. That I remember, but it was just such a great time. I just remember enjoying this movie. I rewatched it so many times, so I'm just so excited that I own it on VHS. Next one that I got was Sleepy Hollow. I had to get this. Total classic. Come on. $1.99 for this? Hell yeah. I had to include it into my collection because this movie is just really entertaining. I love Tim Burton. I love his films. Anything with Christina Ricci, Johnny Depp. Yes, sign me up. So this one is, of course, Tim Burton's retelling or version of the classic horror tale. This one has Johnny Depp as Ichabod Crane, an eccentric investigator determined to stop the murderous headless horseman. Christina Ricci is Katrina Van Tassel, the beautiful and mysterious girl with secret ties to the supernatural terror. What more do I have to say? I love this movie. Love it. Another Johnny Depp film. It's From Hell. So this one actually, which good price. It was only $3. But I never actually finished it. So I started watching it because I had never watched this film before, and it was so good. And then I fell asleep, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? I've been meaning to finish the film and watch it in its entirety, but I have not come around. So when I saw this, I was like, dude, I have to own it. And I feel like this is a double disc. Yeah, so it's got 2 discs, which I really like. Of course, Heather Graham is in it. The lovely Heather Graham. I wonder if it's just like bonus features. Yeah, so definitely has the full-length commentary by directors, bunch of bonus features included. So this one is described as, while Jack the Ripper ruled the streets of London, terror reigned, his crimes were unspeakable, his bloodlust unquenchable, his identity unknown until now. Johnny Depp and Heather Graham are riveting in this engrossing, stylish thriller. This one came out in 2001, and yeah, involving Jack the Ripper. I really want to finish this movie. God, so many movies, so little time. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. This movie is just comedic genius. It is like the perfect blend of horror and comedy. And Freddy Krueger has some of the funniest one-liners in this movie. I always remember the scene with, I believe her name is Jennifer, and she wants to be an actress, and she's like falling asleep, and there's a whole TV, you know. I think you guys have seen it, but like just the one-liners. Love the emphasis. I love these movies. They are just campy, they're funny, they're sometimes really horrific in certain aspects. I mean, I think with the visuals that they include, of course, we have the return of none other than Nancy Thompson. Spoiler if you've seen it, it's also really sad toward the end, but nonetheless, she didn't die in vain. Really enjoyable film. Love it. Absolutely one of my favorites. I'm just so happy I have this in my collection now. This one is probably the one that costs the most. I got David Cronenberg's Rabid. So you guys know I love body horror. I don't really know what to say about it. It just seems really intriguing. But let me just read what it says. So with Rabid, acclaimed director David Cronenberg of The Fly, Dead Ringers, Crash, Naked Lunch delivers a high-tension thriller the way only Cronenberg can. After undergoing radical emergency surgery, Rose, adult film star Marilyn Chambers, in her first leading role in a mainstream film, develops an insatiable desire for blood. She searches out victims to satisfy her incurable craving, infecting them with an unknown disease, which in turn swiftly drives them insane and equally bloodthirsty. Sounds like a good time. I think this one is pretty obvious. Evil Dead 2. I had to include this. My favorite movie. My favorite Evil Dead movie. I'm so excited to revisit this one because I am so tired of renting them on like streaming apps. Like I don't think any app has them for free where you can just watch them, you know, with ads or anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start owning them. I need more physical media. I need to condense down how many streaming apps I have. So another win, in my opinion. Holy shit. Oh my God, guys. My foot's falling asleep. Oh God. Sorry, Lacey. All right, guys, next, Trick or Treat. Of course, I just watched this with some of my friends. We had like a horror movie night. We ended up watching VHS, the first one, afterwards. I think we started with 94 and then we just decided to watch the first one instead. But we started the night off with some ravioli and Trick or Treat, which was just delightful. Of course, horror anthology, you know, a bunch of stories merging together, and it all comes full circle in the end. But this is one of my favorites. This is how you do a horror anthology. I love it so much, and I think there is a Trick or Treat 2 in the works, if I'm not mistaken. So hey, I'm really excited to see Sam on the big screen again. But yeah, how beautiful that one is. John Carpenter's The Thing. Another John Carpenter movie added to my collection. Of course, unlike The Fog, which I've never completed, and you know, I desperately need to. I've watched this movie so many times. The Thing. It is just perfection. It's so weird when I think about, which I've stated before, that initially when it was released, like it had a lot of negative reception, people that just didn't like it or thought it was a horrible film. And now it is a cult classic, and it's just, dude, so many iconic scenes, so many. It is just, look at that, guys. Look at that. Collector's edition. I want to see, like, honestly, like, what can I find in here? Oh, sick. Production notes, nice. Oh, what more can I say? Do you like it, Lacey? Isn't it really cool? This is the only one that I found that they had, and I was like, oh, it's a sign. One of my favorite movies, I gotta add it. Finally, I have another VHS tape, and that is Mars Attacks. I freaking love this movie. It is just the best time ever. Jack Nicholson is in it, Glenn Close, Annette Bening, Pierce Brosnan, Danny DeVito. It's an awesome cast. It's one of like my favorite alien movies, like sci-fi comedies ever. So I had to get it. I'm actually probably going to put it out on display, like here right next to Ash. Look how cool this cover is, you guys. 11 films. I have nothing else to say. I had to leave that store because as much as I love it, I could have been there all day. If you guys are in the Tampa area, definitely check out Viper Video. The owner, Shelby, is really cool, really helpful. Like, he was definitely like trying to help me out, pick some like obscure stuff, but I think I stuck to a lot of like more known films. I'm like wondering within this collection if there's any like real hidden gems or films that people haven't heard of. Maybe Rabid, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different, but hope you guys have a great day, and I'll be back with a Scream ranking. And Lacey says bye, her little bow. Oh, you look so adorable. Look at your little Halloween dress. It says boo. Bye, guys.